What's up, guys? It's your boy here, Reaper D, and we are back with another video. Yes, sir. Today we are going to be making a review of WWE Wrestlepalooza. That pay-per-view happened last night for the people who are in Europe, but for us or for me who is here in Africa, it actually happened today around 12:30 a.m. And let me be honest, I got scammed by WWE. I got scammed into watching that horrible show. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm going to give you guys my rating, of this entire pay-per-view. All right. So we are going to go through each match, each of the 5 matches that happened at WrestlePalooza. So stay tuned till the end of the video because I'm going to tell you which one I thought was my favorite. Which one was the best match of the night, and I will tell you which match I thought disappointed me. All right, which match really disappointed me. All right, so you guys stay to the end of the video. Actually, I might actually just tell you guys which match disappointed me because that's the first match that happened at the pay-per-view. I am talking about Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Look, that match was trash. I won't lie. That match was trash. That match was a piece of garbage. That match was horrible. That was a squash match. WWE really hyped up this match just for John Cena to get squashed by Brock Lesnar. WWE doesn't care about the kids no more. We had kids cry during this match because Brock Lesnar was squashing John Cena. I will not hide my frustration in this match. This was the match that made me want to watch it. I don't watch stupid pay-per-views. Look, I'm being honest. I only watch WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, Extreme Rules, Hell in a Cell, SummerSlam, TLC, but I don't think we are ever going to have a TLC pay-per-view again. And I watch Survivor Series. I don't watch this. I didn't want to watch WrestlePalooza until I saw that there is a John Cena match in that pay-per-view. Just for me to tune in. I tuned in early when there was still what was that, post-match thing? I don't know what it's called. When the Miz was still up talking with Steph, Biggie, and the ESPN presenter. I was ready to watch that match. But what happened? I go scammed by WWE. Look, why on earth do you give John Cena a match like that, a squash match against Brock Lesnar? Look, John Cena only has 6 matches left in his farewell tour, and you guys had to make him get smashed by Brock. What was the point of making this match even? I know you guys brought Brock Lesnar. I'm so happy that Brock is back. But there is no way that you guys are going to bring Brock Lesnar to squash John Cena. That's an L to Triple H. That's an L to WWE. That's an L to TKO because I hated that. I could actually just end this whole shit right now. But I promised my viewers the whole review of that match. All right. John Cena really gave Brock Lesnar 3 AAs, but there were not enough. Brock Lesnar got right up as if he just got slapped by a baby or got a bump by a 2 kg man. Got up, F5'd John Cena, I don't know how many times to the mat. Man, even F5'd the referee. Look, I saw John Cena get F5 so many times that I actually started saying, maybe John Cena is going to win. Because that's normally what happens, right? But no. I got scammed. Actually, I think so many people got scammed. Let's move on to the second match of the night. That's Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer, I think. It's Stephanie Vaquer, right? I don't know how to pronounce her name. That match was a banger. Ain't gonna lie, that really compensated for that horrible opener of Wrestlepalooza. That match was a banger. These two women are like they are top tier wrestlers. But look, I have to give my props to Io Sky, the queen of the skies. Now she is good as hell. I won't lie about that. She is a pure professional. She is a pure athlete. She is literally my favorite. Actually, not my favorite. My second favorite women in the roster currently. All right. Currently, she is my favorite. Guys, I won't lie. That match there delivered. All right. I'm gonna give you the ratings. The ratings I give to each and every match, like at the end of the video. So that's how I want you guys to tune up, to stay to the end of the video. Let's move on to the third match of the night. Another match that I really thought really delivered. This match actually didn't look, it exceeded my expectations because I was like, it's not gonna be bad now. This one really exceeded my expectations. I'm talking about CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth freaking Rollins and the man Becky Lynch. Okay, if you guys are saying, hey, why didn't you say, okay, the self-proclaimed best in the world, CM Punk. All right, this match here. Of course, I'm disappointed with the result. I really wanted Becky and Seth to win. But on the other hand, like, there was no fucking way that WWE is going to bring back AJ Lee just for her to lose. Yeah, like, there was no way WWE is going to do that. But man, this match was fire. All right, this match was fire. Seth Rollins is such a troll. Like we had AJ Lee on the ground, and then we just had Seth Rollins like go around her, like we had Seth go like, ooh, like Seth crazy. Seth crazy over that. Seth is crazy over that. All right, and then we had Seth Rollins like carry Becky Lynch in the air. CM Punk roll out and bam, hits on the mat. And then we had Seth freaking Rollins getting a Black Widow. You know that move by AJ Lee? That one is like, yeah, that one. Seth Rollins got that. And for a second there, I thought Seth Rollins is going to tap out. But he's the man's man. He's the man's man. Becky Lynch came to the rescue once again. The match delivered. I won't lie. For me, MVP of that match is Becky Lynch. She is the MVP of that storyline because like her face expression, her being afraid, and her selling everything was literally the pivot, was actually the pillar of that feud. Seth Rollins did a great job. He's literally one of the best heels in the company right now. All right, literally one of the greatest, actually not one of the greatest athlete, the greatest WWE superstar of our generation. Go argue with the wall if you disagree with me. All right. Seth Rollins was fantastic. So was CM Punk. So was AJ Lee. Look, AJ Lee still got it in the tank. But one thing I hated about that match is that, look, Becky, why don't you sell those moves for the veterans? Like, what was that? Like, you had your hand like this, for a Black Widow. You should have stretched your hand like this. That's selling so that the move can be executed with perfection. That's what will. Come on, Becky. Come on. But Becky, you were the MVP of this, and I won't go lie about that. Let's move on to the fourth match of the night. I'm not sure which match happened first, if it was that or the mixed tag team. But hey, we still gonna have to talk about all of them. The fourth match of the night, which is the Usos. Actually, let me say this very well. Jimmy and Jay, the Usos versus the Bronze. I'm talking about Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. For a second, I almost said Brock Lesnar. It's Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Look, that match was fun. All right, that match was fun and exceeded my expectations too. LA9 as the guest referee was a brilliant call by Triple H and the board of directors of the WWE. That was just amazing. Look, we had Jey Uso get lumberjack because Jey Uso get dominated by that tsunami. Look, Bronson Reed gotta chill with that tsunami, man. You gonna kill someone, man. Come on. But that match was fire, man. That match was fire. I will not go through that match detail by detail, but look, that match was great. That match was great. Look, that really shows how athletic Bronson Reed is, but I have to give my props to Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is a future world heavyweight champion. You can save this video for that. He's a future WWE world heavyweight champion. All right, I'm seeing him being in the discussion for one of the greatest WWE superstars to ever step foot into this square arena, man. That man is just unbelievable. Now let's go to the main event of Wrestlepalooza. Before I move on, I actually forgot. The match between Io Sky and Stephanie Valkyrie, the winner was Stephanie Valkyrie. She is your new champ. All right, I forgot the name of that title. It's called the women's world heavyweight title. I don't know, man, but the title that Io had, that's the one that Stephanie Valkyrie won. Okay, now let's move on back to our discussion. We're talking about the main event, bro. Drew McIntyre is a freaking beast, man. That guy is crazy. That man is a freaking beast. He almost screwed himself. Don't lie. He almost screwed himself when he went to the ref and left Cody Rhodes with a breathing space. He almost screwed himself. You know, and I'm also disappointed with this match. It delivered, yes, but I'm disappointed because I really wanted Drew McIntyre to win. Like, for me, I think this was Drew McIntyre's only chance to become champion for this year. I'm being honest. Cody might actually drop it like somewhere around like WrestleMania. Yeah, probably like WrestleMania next year. And I hope it's to Drew. Drew deserves a world title. Drew was the man that carried us during the pandemic era. So I really think that Drew deserved that. Yeah. And the fact that Drew got injured too, that sucks, man. It means we ain't gonna have Drew McIntyre on television for like another 2-3 months. Nah, man. Nah, I hope that's a work, man. That man cannot get injured like that. No. I also expected probably Randy Orton to come in trying to help Cody, and Cody buying it and then gets RKO by Randy Orton, costing Cody the match, and we have like a Cody-Randy feud. But no, I also expected the final boss to appear and like cost Cody the match, and then we have like a proper Cody versus The Rock feud. But no, it didn't happen. But hey, that match was actually good. The only thing that I didn't like about it is that Cody retained. Yeah, is that Cody retained. All right. So let me give the ratings of each and every match, like according to me. All right. The first match, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, I give it a solid 1.5. That match was trash. The fact that it was just a squash match, that 1.5. I think I'm even giving it a higher rating, but I'm gonna stick with 1.5. All right. Let me make the math. All right. Wait. Let me do something. I'll be rating the whole show out of 10. All right. So let me go to a calculator. 1.5. Wait, what the hell is going on? 1.5. All right. 1.5. The second match of the night, Io Sky versus Stephanie Valkyrie. Look, this match was great. All right. So out of 5, I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 5 rating. That match was Perfection. All right, that match was beautiful. So we give it a solid 4 rating. All right. We move on to the third match. CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth freaking Rollins and the man Becky Lynch. Look, I give that match a 4.5. That match 4.5 really deserves a 4.5. 4.5, like for me, I think it's like the most solid rating I can give it. All right. I'm gonna be rating this out of a 20. All right. This whole thing out of a 20. I don't rate out of 10s. All right. I'm gonna read out of 20. So I give this a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah. And then we go to the Usos versus the Bruns. This match too wasn't like it was good, it was fun, but like it just wasn't for me. So I give it a 3. All right, I give it a 3 rating. All right, I give it a 3 rating. And then we go to the main event. I give this match a solid 4.5. 4.5. This match delivered. Yeah, this match was good. I give it a 4.5. 4.5. So it totalizes to 17 point. Wait, let me see if you guys can see. Nope. You guys can see. Okay. 17.5 out of 20. That is the total match rating of this. If we have to rate the whole thing out of 10, it's going to be 7.5, right? Yeah, 7.5 out of 10, which is not a bad rating. So guys, that was all. Okay, that was all for Wrestlepalooza. All right. So I just want to see how Raw is gonna be, how SmackDown is gonna be. So guys, from now on, I will be giving a review of each and every match, each and every like pay-per-view or live event right here. All right. And I have a quick announcement. All right. Well, that announcement I'm gonna give it like somewhere around November. All right, because it's an announcement for what I'm gonna do in December. And before we close up, I think we're gonna have like a Seth freaking Rollins versus Cody Rhodes, champ versus champ at Crown Jewel. We're gonna have this one right here. I'm gonna look forward for this one, and I think I am going to have a watch along of this match. All right, I'm not sure, but I think I'm gonna have a watch along for this match. Only if you guys subscribe to the channel. All right. So guys, that is all I had for Wrestlepalooza. All right. I forgot. My favorite match of the night was AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Of course, I didn't give it a big high rating, but that match exceeded my expectations. That's why it was my favorite match. My worst match, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Simple as that. All right, so guys, you guys can drop your ratings or which match you thought was your favorite, which one was your favorite match, and which one was your worst match right on the comments. All right. So, guys, that's all from your boy to the game. Please, may you guys subscribe. All right. May you guys subscribe. We are on the way for 1,000 subscribers, and we are on the way for 50 subscribers by October. So may you guys please subscribe to the channel. You will help me a lot. All right. And guys, I opened a brand new TikTok account by the name Reaper D. I will put it on the descriptions. I'm gonna have to change the name later on to RD Wrestling. All right, because I'm going to be posting wrestling content only. All right. So guys, I hope you guys really subscribe and help the channel. So that's all from your boy to the game. He's out.